Ever think about like what you would do if you didn't know where your kid was?
Oh, especially around the
Right,
holidays.
like right before Christmas. Ugh, I can't even imagine. That's what this family in Tennessee went through.
Yeah, it's pretty scary how easy it is for something like this to happen.
Their 14-year-old daughter disappeared.
And it all started with an online connection.
And listen to this. They actually found her.
Oh, wow. So a happy ending.
Total Christmas miracle. But like we always do in these deep dives, we're going to look at the whole story, figure out exactly how this all happened, and, what it tells us about keeping kids safe online.
Yeah, and it's like important to talk about this. There's so much good stuff about the internet, but there's some downsides.
For sure. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. The girl meets this guy, Alexander Materne, through a gaming platform. And right away, there's this huge red flag. He's 28 years old.
Yeah, that's a really big age difference. It makes you wonder, like, how did he even start talking to her?
Right. Like, what was he doing to build a relationship with a young girl like that?
It's called grooming. And sadly, predators online have all kinds of tactics to trick young people. It's like they create this fake sense of trust.
And kids might not even realize how dangerous it is.
Exactly. They don't see the manipulation.
And so this Materne, he drives all the way from Louisiana to Tennessee to pick this girl up. I mean, can you imagine?
No, that's terrifying. He takes her back to his house in St. Rose, Louisiana, and they engage in sexual activity. And get this, it's only after that the girl tells him her age.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right? So you have to ask about consent. Was she really able to say no?
Yeah, and it just gets worse from there. This guy, he drives her to some random spot in the woods, like in Tangipahoa Parish.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember that.
Just leaves her there with like a tent and some food and water. Just
Yeah.
abandons her.
That's just awful. You can't even imagine what that poor girl was going through.
Here's where the story takes this incredible turn. The girl's parents, they're amazing. They basically become detectives themselves.
Right.
Oh, yeah. They're tracking this Materne guy down, and they end up tracing him to his family's home in Jennings, Louisiana. It's like something out of a movie.
Wow, the power of parental instinct, right? They just wouldn't give up.
Exactly. So they contact the Jennings Police Department, who, like, go to the house on Christmas Eve, but he's not there.
Oh, man, so close.
But then, get this, Materne shows up at his family's house on Christmas Day. Can you believe it?
What a coincidence.
The police question him about the girl, and he ends up taking them to where she is.
Oh, thank goodness. So she was safe?
Yeah, they find her 42 miles from his house, out in the woods.
Hmm.
I mean, talk about a Christmas miracle, right?
Absolutely. She was taken to the hospital just to make sure she was okay, and then finally reunited with her family.
What a relief that must have been. But this Materne guy, he's facing some serious charges now. Aggravated kidnapping of a child, felony counts of human trafficking, and carnal knowledge.
Whoa. And when we think of human trafficking, we often picture these big, organized rings. But this case shows how it can happen in a more personal, one-on-one situation, especially online. It's a wake-up call for all of us.
Absolutely. And, we keep saying it, but it's true. The digital age has this whole other side to it. It's how we connect, but it's also how these predators can reach young people.
It's a tough situation for parents, but you know what? They really need to trust their gut feeling about things.
Yeah, definitely. If something seems off, it probably is. And don't be afraid to look for help. There's so much information out there. Check out the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
They have great resources on how to spot these grooming techniques and how to keep your kids safe online.
This whole case, it's terrifying, but it also shows how powerful it is for parents to be vigilant and to keep those lines of communication open with their kids. It could actually save a life.
Couldn't agree more.
We got to be aware of the risks and work together to make the internet a safer place for everyone.